Hello, I'm Claudia Kay and welcome back to my channel. Did I brave the weather and go to the flea market on Saturday? We were predicted to get starting Friday afternoon. Originally, they were predicting right when schools were going to let out, so everyone was worried, but we were supposed to get 1 to 2 inches throughout the day, and then it was supposed to continue to snow overnight. Ooh, that's crooked. It was to continue to snow overnight and get up to 4 inches. And I was like, oh no. So I kept watching the weather, and it did not start snowing until between 5 and 5:30. So it snowed later than they said it was going to, and it wasn't coming down real heavy. So I thought, well, we'll just see in the morning. So I get up in the morning and we got about 2 inches total. I took my car key and put it down in the snow on top of my car. I had been out the day before, so there was no snow left on my car before this new snowfall. And it didn't even come up to the plastic cover on the key. It was just the skinny key part. So we live on the corner of a state route, which they always keep very plowed. And I thought, but it's just a straight shot down the state route. I get off of it and then I'm on the main road going through Ashland, which is where this flea market is. I don't live in Ashland, I live in Mansfield. But the fairgrounds are like, I don't even know, you're not even driving on the main road of Ashland for maybe a minute and a half before you're at the fairgrounds. I thought, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go. And so I get there, and of course, a lot of vendors are coming from other places. So there were a lot of vendors that didn't come. You could see their little thing where that spot had been reserved for them and they hadn't shown up. So unfortunately, there weren't a lot of vendors there. But, my hope was to get some good glass. I got isn't that gorgeous? It's amethyst base. And looking at it from this point of view, because the window is behind it, you can see the amethyst on my side. So amethyst base, carnival glass. It's gorgeous. No cracks, no chips. I do believe it's Northwood, although I haven't gotten my book out yet to check. Look. Oh my goodness. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna set that carefully down. Now, unfortunately, that was the only glass I got at flea market. I did get these ladies. Most likely home interiors. They are unmarked, but how stinking cute are they? And they still have their hangers attached to the back. So I got those. And I did get myself something. Bam! Isn't that so pretty? It's really pale blue. I love it. So there just wasn't that much because a lot of people hadn't shown up. And the place that I got this, she had a few vintage rings, but she also had crystals galore. So many crystals. All the shapes, raw crystals, polished crystals, pyramids, the spheres. Like, she had a ruby, a dragon head. Like, amazing. But I did not have money for buying crystals, unfortunately. But she did have a few vintage rings, and this was one of them. So I got that for myself. And then for my daughter, Do you see? There's some things in her jewelry jar. And remember, we are filling this jewelry jar for her birthday in June when she turns 25. It's a big jar, but look what I got. It's a bracelet. I couldn't resist. So put that in there. But if you want to, I'm going to set that back down before I put the lid back on it. If you want to contribute to her jewelry jar, you can email me and I will send you my address. You can send me some jewelry if you want to. Only if you want to. But I was excited to find something and get the jar going. The couple that I have bought jewelry from the last 2 flea markets, they were not there this time. So I was sad about that, but maybe they'll be back next month. They are having flea market in a month again, so I plan to be there. Since they didn't have much, I headed over to the Goodwill there in Ashland, which is just a boop, boop right up the road. So I didn't even have to get off that main road. And the only place that I slipped around a little bit, slipped and slid, was in the parking lot of the fairgrounds where they were having the flea market because they had not plowed everything. So I get over there to Goodwill and I found some good things there too. And I'm starting to recognize the other resellers, although I don't think any of them resell the same things that I do, because at this Goodwill, they are not rude when the new carts are wheeled out. The employees know some of the resellers by name and they plan to bring out on Saturday morning as many carts as possible, because then they don't have to put as much stuff away because we buy it all. So it's kind of cool that they've got that going over there, because at the Ontario Goodwill, people swarm those carts. They drop stuff on the ground. They knock things over. They're terrible there. So it's a fun little crowd there on Saturday mornings at the Ashland Goodwill. And I appear to be the youngest of the resellers there. But I'm starting to recognize resellers. So I got this little cutie. She would have held eyeglasses, or she would have held scissors that would make her eyeglasses right here. What would she have had here? Because there is a hole here, and then it would have been a pin cushion back here, right? So if you know, let me know. But I definitely know this would have been scissors to make her eyeglasses. But she's one of those like Sewing Notion caddy figurines. I don't even know what these are called, but she was super cute. So I picked her up. I picked up this Metlocks California pottery casserole dish or serving dish. I don't know. No chips, no cracks. So vintage Metlocks. Carefully set that down here. Look how big this is. Picked up this gorgeous brass vase. And everything I'm showing you will be up for sale on Wednesday. I don't know if this is ironwood or not. I do know that at the antique store it was originally $25. Antique store or original shop, it was up for sale. I don't know, but I got a cactus. I found another Starbucks cup, but this one is not Christmas. It's one of the one of the state cups. So it's South Carolina. I was born in South Carolina. It's got a pink interior. No chips, no cracks. 2 Starbucks mugs in a row. That's pretty cool. And then I got this gorgeous Jack in the Pulpit bud vase. Now, it does have quite a bit of wear to the sterling silver, the applied sterling silver, but that does not detract from the beauty of this piece at all. It is gorgeous, stunning. I love it so much. I don't very often find Jack in the Pulpit vases. This might be my first, actually. But it's got that applied sterling silver. It's so beautiful. But here's where you can see the wear. And then around the bottom, you can see some of the wear. It's weird that it's more worn here and here than any other spot on it, but oh, it's so beautiful, you guys. I love it so much. Love, love, love. And then last but not least is a little piece of art mark. Make sure I'm setting it right. The ewer in the bowl. And this is the piece that still has its original sticker. It's a little bit of art mark. And everything will be available for sale on Wednesday. Also, I did pick up at Flea Market a new state souvenir piece. Now we have two, but you have to show up to my live on Wednesday or watch it on the replay to find out which state I found. It's super cute. I'm excited. Super cute. It was the right price and it's in really good condition too. So that is what I got. I made it safely back home. I passed two snowplow, one salt truck, one snowplow on my way back down the state route, and spent the rest of the day inside, not going back out there. But that meant also that my daughter did not get to come down and see me. She and her partner were going to come down for a quick visit and exchange the rest of our Christmas presents that had come after we'd seen each other, and they didn't get to. They got more snow there than we did here, and the snow kept them from coming down. They're supposed to come down next Saturday, this coming up Saturday, except it's supposed to snow again. So probably won't, and probably won't get to see her until like April. It looks like Ohio's going to have that kind of winter. The last time we had this kind of winter was the winter of 2017, 2018. Where that winter we had fresh snow every 3 to 5 days the entire winter. Although it was a bit warmer than this winter. This winter is staying below freezing, and we're having a lot of powder snow, which is, I guess, good for the skiers. I've never skied, I don't know. But that winter, it hovered like around 35 the whole winter. And so it'd be wet snow that was you were at a risk of it freezing. It was a very slippery driving winter that winter. But it looks like that's the kind of winter we're headed for, is fresh snow once a week. So all right, I will see you guys on Wednesday. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you are not subscribed. All right, 10 a.m. Eastern Time live Wednesday morning.